Cantankerous Fantasy Football. I am Travis Ray. We got Jason Worthma. We got the Boogans on the table joining us. We will continue with our live draft here. Once again, the board by our guys. I don't even know where I put the card.
Fantasy Bros,
Fantasy
baby.
Bros Shop.com. They got Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. We're entering the 6th round here. Each team has a different strategy. We're at the back end, starting with the 12th slot, where we got the guy who's going best available on every pick. So far, he's got 3 running backs in Fournette, Gordon, and Geis. Took Kelsey in the 3rd. Sliced up some Marvin Jones in the 5th. He's got to go another wide receiver here. And sitting right here, best available, is Jarvis Landry.
I mean, you got to think with Tyrod Taylor at the helm to start the season. I mean, Jarvis Landry, if he can get anywhere close to the targets he was getting down in Miami, I mean, he was like a top 7 PPR wide receiver last year. He had the 9 touchdowns. I think that might fall off back to his norm, down to that 5-6 range. But
set the career highs in catches and touchdowns last year.
Found him.
His low water mark since coming to the league is like 84 catches. What do you think for his over/under? 84 catches.
That is tough. Yeah, what are you thinking? I might have to take the under on that. I mean,
they got Big Joshy on the outside.
Yeah, Duke Johnson's there stealing targets. Corey Coleman's still in town.
I really think they're gonna try and run the ball.
I mean,
they got Chubb.
Yeah, I'm taking the under on the 84, I do believe.
They got Chubb, they got Hyde running the rock. I feel like they're going to try and run the ball. They've got an underrated defense. So I'm taking the under. I think Jarvis Landry still, though, at that top of the 6 should return very good value, especially when we're talking this is your second flex player out there.
Second flex player for him. All right, we had another best available at the 2nd pick in the 6th round. He's taking Barkley. He's taking Julio Jones. He's taking Stephon Diggs. Taking Derrick Henry, he's taking Mark Ingram, so he's got 3 running backs. He's got 2 receivers, so he's basically looking strictly best available right now. And I
Greg
think
Olson's on the
Greg
board.
Olson
Also fills a need that he doesn't have yet. So
got Greg Olson tuned up.
Did the additional weapons scare you at all with Greg Olson?
I think Greg Olson's getting a little bit long in the tooth out there, but if you look at those like what he did in the playoffs and towards the end of the last season, he was still getting it sexy out there at some 20-plus PPR performances there to close the season after he got healthy and back on the football field.
Drafted DJ Moore in the 1st round. Take a little outside help out. So, and he eats over the middle anyway. So maybe the DJ Moore on the outside, McCaffrey out of the backfield could open up some more looks. He's a PPR machine. He's not going to get you those touchdowns. But he's going to be looking to get those 70 to 80 catches, I think.
I mean, he's the type of guy who could easily go out there and lead all tight ends in receptions and still not be the number 1 scoring tight end. But he can be. I mean, we're talking about early 6th round pick, talking about some very stable action. All right.
And that's good value for him, too. Right now, he's getting drafted last pick in the 5th, so that's exactly where he should be going here.
Bring in
on the clock.
The Cox
we got
of hardness.
Cox, who's gone Odell Beckham, Michael Thomas, Zach Ertz, Collins, then Lewis.
Yeah, get him on the fucking horn here. Hard Cox, bitch.
All I know is hard cocks and breathing, boys, and Russell Wilson's wife or girlfriend or whatever the fuck she is.
You don't fucking know.
She gets me going, boys. I would drink her fucking bath water.
Oh my fuck's sake.
And give me some Russell Wilson here to into early 6th round, baby, because I'm feeling frisky.
All right, babe.
Quarterback off the board. In the most leagues, number 1 quarterback last year.
Yeah, Russell Wilson, he was like 80 to 85% of his team's offense, so he is all in on that. Yeah, Russell's hiding over there. All right, we got quarterback and tight end guy. He's already fulfilled those. He's going to look to take another quarterback and another tight end before the end of the 10th round, but he's going to keep it going. He's going to probably go more best available. He's got 2 running backs. He's got 2 receivers. Wait, how many receivers?
Only
He's just got one receiver. So he's probably
now looking at Chris Hogan, who's currently getting drafted Average draft positions, the last pick in the 5th. So with the Hogan, this is a guy, if the Edelman suspension holds up, he started off hot last year, was a wide receiver 1 half the season. So I think this is a guy early, maybe a sell high at this point, but also where he's at with only having Tyreek Hill, who is a very hot and cold wide receiver as it is, plus the additional weapons. I think.
Oh yeah, you go out there, you draft the Hulkster. He goes out there and gets a section for you weeks 1 through 3 or whatever. He goes out there and gets a section. I'm talking about sell high on the Hulkster all day long. Maybe you can get a sexy return before Edelman comes back. But I mean, I think the Hulkster right here in the 6th round is very sexy offense. We saw what he could do last year when Edelman was out. So maybe Cooks is gone, Amendola's gone. It's basically the Gronk and the Hulkster left standing, babe. I mean, Jordan Matthews, but fuck Jordan Matthews is a.
You don't know. It could be a dark horse though in those late teens.
Yeah, he's a late double-digit round flyer. Look like he's going like wide receiver 74
going
right
undrafted,
now.
basically 18th, 19th round. Scoop him up.
It's insanity. All right, we got the NFC Homer. He's going to go out there. He's looking to draft guys he knows. He doesn't have a tight end or a quarterback yet. So
we're looking at best available tight end, Kyle Rudolph.
Reindeer games. Strap it on. More Vikings for the Homer, who drafts dudes that are on the local Fox network on Sundays at noon, baby. Now, where is the Reindeer games? Finding the games.
I'm looking. And this could be. He's already had a very respectable career. We're looking at a guy in Kirk Cousins who does love his tight ends.
Yeah,
this could be a career year.
Produced with Jordan Reed. Vernon Davis did very well in Jordan Reed's absence as of late the last couple of seasons. So maybe Kyle Rudolph.
Kirk Cousins has never produced a wide receiver. I don't think he's ever produced a top 15 wide receiver. Which I expect that to break this year.
Yeah, it's better if people are grabbing Thielen and Diggs as high as they're going. All right, running back heavy is up next. He's gone Elliott. He's gone Howard. He's gone Joe Mixon. He's gone Demaryius Thomas. And he's gone Jimmy Graham. So he only still has one wide receiver on his team. So you got to be thinking, brother, that this guy has to go wide receiver here. He just has to.
Best 3 wide receivers available. We're looking at Crabtree, Corey Davis, Julian Edelman.
Whoa, give me more.
Guys,
I'm gonna need more.
Sammy Watkins, Will Fuller, Pierre Garçon.
You gotta think Watkins is a better option than those 3 dudes you told me before.
Honestly, I was hoping Watkins would slide all the way to me at the turn. So,
oh baby,
just for the sake of not looking rigged here, we'll give him Watkins.
All in. All right, we're not pulling punches. We're going Sammy Watkins here in the middle of the 6th round. All right, we got to phone a friend. We got to get the Fishbone Deluxe on the clock, baby. What do we got for him? Fishbone's got David Johnson. Fishbone's got Devontae Freeman and Kenyon Drake at the running back position. We got Keenan Allen and the hated Amari Cooper at the wide receiver position. So he might be looking to get his 3rd wide receiver or dabble into some quarterback tight end love.
All right, let's take either quarterback or tight end here.
Telling the Fishbone what to fucking do now. We're telling him what to do, Fishbone. Listen up, babe.
Brady, Wentz, Breeze, Delaney Walker, Newton. All right, he wants Wentz over Brady.
I was gonna say Wentz. I was gonna actually fucking come in there and say I wasn't gonna try to push him to see what he wants to do, but I was thinking maybe there we go. We got him on the fucking realm out there. All right, I am on the clock. I got 2 running backs. I got 2 receivers. I actually have Evan Ingram at tight end, so I'm looking best player available. I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna wait till quarterback later on. So I'm looking at running back and wide receivers right now.
So you're looking at Tevin Coleman, Michael Crabtree, Corey Davis, Julian Edelman, Marlon Mack. That's a little tasty, dicey play.
What about a little behind him?
What about a little Karen Johnson?
Karen Johnson out there. Ooh.
Will Fuller, Chris Thompson.
That's fucking rough, dude. So we got Nick Chubb out there.
If you're looking at quarterback position, Brady's available, Breeze is available.
I'm thinking about, I think the safest pick of those guys you just told me is Tevin Coleman. What do you think?
I think so. Like I said earlier when Freeman went off the board, I think he's just as good as Freeman, who can produce those numbers given the opportunity. This is a guy, even though he's second fiddle on his team, I still think he can be back end RB2, even with the healthy Freeman. So, and he's in probably the best offense out of any of these guys that I've said. So, all right.
Wide receiver heavy. He led out with 3 wide receivers in Hopkins, Baldwin, and Thielen. He's gone running back Samson Ajayi and Sony Michel.
All right. Do we continue?
Boy,
The running backs or dabble into quarterback with them?
We still got some Brady on the board.
Brady on the board. Marlon Mack, Kerryon Johnson. Michael Crabtree is available, but I don't think he can go there. I think Trusty Dusties would like to get a little Michael Crabtree.
Maybe keep with this old shooting for the stars on these running back situation here. He went from Sony Michel. Maybe he's looking, just take a shot at some of these hype train guys and hope one of them gets it sexy for him, for the rest of the season, because he's got those 3 sexy deluxe wide receivers to help him out. So I'm thinking between Mack and Kerryon Johnson, trying to hit a home run with one of these guys. What do you think? Which one you got?
I think Kerryon Johnson.
Think Kerryon
They're
Johnson
talking could potentially be a 3-down back. Marlon Mack has shown that he has the expulsion, but I think their offensive line is just way
both
too
just
bad
terrible
at this
dog
point.
shit running games for the season.
Terrible.
I think with Garrett Blunt is probably more competition than fucking anything. Marlon Mack just fucking around with Hines, the rookie Hines.
Rookie. And if Andrew Luck's back, that's going to open it up.
What do you think? I'd
I
probably go Mack.
I think it's a coin flip at this point, but
I'd probably go Mack. Like I said, I think with Garrett Blunt's going to be fucking Kerryon Johnson over on those touchdowns.
all right.
And theoretically, he's going to be catching those passes. So I think
he's been top 10
the safer pick is Marlon Mack. That's insanity, but you know what I'm saying.
Theo Riddick has had top 10 in catches like the last 4 or 5 years here at the running back position. All right, Trusty Dusties, like we said, this is your guy. He gets the guys, the veterans, very solid, something to rely on. Really not looking to stretch for any player on the board.
He's got Antonio Brown, McCoy, Fitzgerald, Golden Tate, Lamar Miller. So he's got 3 receivers. He's got 2 running backs. He's got Trusty Dusty, Tom Brady. Nobody's more Trusty Dusty than old boy Tom Brady, babe.
I completely overlooked him. I was thinking either an Edelman or a Crabtree, but I think Tom Brady
is more Trusty and Dusty than TB12 himself, baby. Get him up there for him, baby. It was written in the stars, baby. It was meant to be. The hype train is up. He's got Kamara McKinnon, Josh Gordon, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Deshaun Watson. So,
he's got 2 of the skilled. 2 of each skilled so far. He's gone quarterback.
They're tight end or best available?
I think we're looking best available. I don't think he's looking for a Crabtree.
Is it time for Kerryon Johnson on the hype trains?
What about a Corey Davis?
Corey Davis on the hype trains, baby?
Will Fuller?
They're talking about Dez might go to Tennessee, though. I know he hasn't, but that
what
is
about
a rumor.
Will Fuller?
Ooh, that's hype train deluxe, baby. Which one we going? Will Fuller or Kerryon Johnson here?
He's already got Watson. What do you think? Double down, back-to-back Texans, or is that too crazy?
Yeah, that might be too crazy.
We'll do Kerryon
Johnson. All right. And you are on the clock to end us in the 6th round.
I got Gurley, McCaffrey, Evans,
Cooks, and
Round Jones. I don't even know who I'm drafting.
I was blocking him. I was
All right.
blocking you with my sexiness. My wall of sex. All right, give it to us, baby.
All right. I'm looking at a few guys here. This might be a stretch, but guys I'm looking at Will Fuller. What about Chris Thompson?
Ooh, baby,
Now,
that's 1 year hype deluxe.
Now, how about this? This is a crapshoot. Jamison Crowder.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Who else we got?
They're saying he looks good in camp. Alex Smith.
Mmm.
What do you think? There's Funches on the board. Emmanuel Sanders.
Any tight end that you like right now? And
Best available tight end is Trey Burton and Delaney Walker.
oh baby, those are guys that like to get a couple rounds later than this, but I guess they are fucking coming.
Julian Edelman.
You gotta wait for him, but you know if you can afford to wait for him, you know that could have a very sexy return. Hell, he could even his suspension could even be reduced, or I think if anybody has a chance to get a suspension reduced, it'd be Edelman out there. They don't even know what the fuck he was on.
I'm gonna go with Will Fuller here.
You're gonna go Will Fuller.
This is a guy hit
All
what?
right, we were just talking about him.
Like 8 touchdowns in like 6 games
While
or
Watson
something.
was on the football field, this guy was just living in the fucking end zone. It was ridiculous. Absolutely
He would have 2
insane.
catches, 2 touchdowns.
He was just fucking living in the fucking end zone, babe. All right, I found him for you. Get him up there. All right, if you like the cut of our jib, you know, give us a subscribe, give us a share. We are the #1 fucking fantasy show on YouTube, baby. You know, I figure if you speak it into existence, you know, it can become reality. We are also in podcast form on the iTunes and the TuneIn and the like. So get us out there in your car, on your commutes to and from work, baby.
All right. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time with round 7.
Cheeseburger.